B in your outline, 4 negatives about greed and what we're talking about when we speak about greed here. 1, when it talks about the rich in the Bible, it's talking about you and me. If you've ever paid $3 or $4 for a cup of coffee at Starbucks, you paid more than half the people in the world make in a day's salary. If your income is the average of Ocoee, you are wealthier than, I think it's 99.8 or 98.9. It's some hugely high of the number of people who've ever lived. So when he talks about warnings about, oh, that's the other people. No, he's talking to you and me. 2, greed, mammon, that talks about it as a spiritual condition. Greed is not just about material things as far as it's okay to be rich. Many of God's people in the Old Testament and the New Testament were wealthy. The issue is not, it's a sign of God's favor in the Bible in some cases. The issue is not am I rich, the issue is, am I worshiping it? Is it the driving force in my life? Mammon, Jesus talks about you can't worship God in mammon, and mammon, as we've said many times, is the spirit behind money. Money, wealth, is neutral. It can be used for good, can be used for bad, but mammon is the power behind it that says you must worship me, you must sacrifice your life for me, you must let me make all the decisions. Do you have enough? You let me make all the decisions about your purchases and how you spend and how you borrow. So wealth is not in and of itself bad. It's Timothy, it's the love of money that's the root of all evil. 3, greed, mammon, it's insidious. In our text it says beware, keep away from. It says 2 words. It's like you don't get it so much in the strength of these words in the English translation. But the 2 words are beware and keep away. It's like it's saying this is insidious. You got to really be on your tiptoes, and you've got to really be sharp and really be observant and really be diligent about this. And when it talks about greed, the word has 2 words. It's made up of the word pleon, which means more, and the word echo, which means to have more. Not to have enough, to have more. So there's always that more implies it's open-ended. And then that echo pleon, that word, those 2 words, when they're put together in a verb form, it means to take advantage of somebody. So it's not just I'm going to have more, but in order for me, the secondary meaning, an implied meaning is, in order for me to have more, I have to have some of yours as well. And here's where we start seeing you have to be insidious. It's insidious. You have to be diligent. You have to be careful. You have to be alert about it. Now, 4, this is an issue for everybody. 1, we're the rich. So you're looking in my neighborhood, all these cars, nobody can park their cars in their garage because we have so much stuff. I should have filmed this in front of a storage company, that we have so much stuff that we can't even keep it all if we use up our parking even. We don't have enough room for our cars. So our stuff is literally spilling out of our houses. Our garages become our barns, and when our garages aren't sufficient barns, then we go rent storage space, which is fascinating to me, to store stuff that we're never going to use. But we can't keep our cars in, in protection because of it. Another sign, it's not just, another sign is, as well as cars parked outside the garages, another sign is just worry and anxiety. It's not just the rich. It's the rich, the poor, and everything in between. If I'm constantly worried about it, people who are wealthy, they're just as susceptible in many ways. They're susceptible also to worry and to anxiety, and it's a lot to take care of. Boy, I've got a lot to lose here. So worry is something that plagues us all. So these issues are for us when we talk about these things.
Love divine, all loves excelling, joy of heaven to earth come down. Fix us in thy heart. glory's crown. Jesus, thou art all compassion, pure unbounded love thou art. Visit us with thy salvation, enter every trembling heart. Breathe, oh breathe thy loving spirit into every troubled breast. Let us all in thee inherit, let us find the promised rest. Take away our bent to sinning, Alpha and Omega be, end of faith as its beginning, set our hearts at liberty. Finish then thy new creation, pure and spotless let us be. Let us see thy great salvation, perfectly restored in thee. Changed from glory into glory, till in heaven take our place, till we cast our crowns before thee, lost in wonder, love, and praise.